I'd like to convene the Board of Directors meeting of the Municipal Water Finance Authority and ask Gary to call the roll.
Dean Fullahan.
Alan Andrews for Dean Fullahan.
Chrissy Sagos.
Robert Elburn for Commissioner Sagos.
Jacques Sheehan.
Jacqueline Gold for Jacques Sheehan.
Vincent Sapienza.
Joseph Murin for Vincent Sapienza.
Mayor LaBrus.
Okay. We need a motion and a second for approval of the minutes of the meeting of January 19.
So moved.
Second.
They've been circulated. Any changes or comments? Not hearing any opposition to approving the resolution? And not hearing any, we will pause. Well, Mr. Shaw takes off his top coat. Welcome.
Sorry, 7 minutes late, or 10-minute meeting.
Right. So we're just approving the minutes of January 19th, and no one had any comments. I don't know whether, Mark, you had found anything to comment on? This is the board meeting.
Nor do I.
And so, not hearing any opposition, the resolution is adopted. Second, we have a resolution for the approval of the supplemental resolution as recommended by the Finance Committee. And we need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Second.
I'm going to go through just a bit of this again from the Finance Committee. We're having it, we mailed this morning. We're mailing today, and we were at the printer this morning. We last financing that several weeks ago was a new money for New York Water. This is a refinancing of $375 million, and the deal will happen next week, and then we have a long closing in March. So the Finance Committee has already approved the recommendation that the board adopt this resolution. Any questions? Any objections? Not hearing any, it's passed. And I'm going to just repeat briefly again, we have an EFC deal, a refinancing in March and April, which is part taxable and part tax exempt. Taxable deals we do very frequently because of affordable housing and economic development projects of the city that aren't entitled to tax exemption. I think this is the first time we've ever done a taxable deal for the Water Authority, and the reason is it has technical reasons doing with minimizing arbitrage rebate on the reserve of EFC. So that's good for us, good for them. So that's what we're planning. So we already have a board meeting for the March-April EFC, and that's March 23rd, 2017 is when we'll get together again for that. Then the last thing of the fiscal year, other than staffing issues, which are important and in progress, is in June we'll be doing another New York Water deal, another refinancing, and so we'll reconvene the board in early June. Report by the Chief Executive Officer, 2 matters. I wanted to call on our Secretary, also our OMB General Counsel, Scott Ulrey. We have some litigation on the credit that the mayor had proposed on the rates, and so Scott's going to give you a brief update on that.
Yeah, just a quick update. You all may know all of this already, but just in case you haven't seen it in the paper. So I think, as everyone knows, the 2017 rate schedule, which was adopted by the Water Board, not you all, but the Water Board, was challenged. That included a one-time credit to homeowners, and it also included an overall percentage water rate increase. So that was challenged in court. The Water Board and the city defended that, but lost at the trial court level, and just last week lost also on appeal. And the city and the Water Board have announced their intention to seek leave to appeal to the New York State Court of Appeals. That's not an as of right appeal, so they have to be granted leave, but the intention at this moment is to continue to appeal the case. And they believe they should win at that level, but at the moment, the 2016 rates are in effect for the current year, 2017.
Any questions for Scott? Okay, the other matter before we adjourn is staffing. I had hoped to have some definitive report for you. A lot of things going on at OMB. One of the advantages of being at OMB is that we have the protection and administrative oversight of the personnel department at OMB, which is excellent, and so it goes a little bit slower than otherwise, but we do have a posting for an executive director starting today, and that will be out for 2 weeks. Any of you who read the Bombard online can see the ad in the Bombard there. I have had a number of people calling sort of over the transom. This New York Water is a very important institution, and so we know we're going to get some excellent candidates, and we've been talking to them. So we're hopeful that by early to mid-March we'll have a choice. I don't know what the timing is of the approvals and being able to announce it, but we'll let you know as soon as we can. And we'll also be, as I said, making some additional appointments to as officers for the Water Authority from our existing staff. I don't know how many of you know Sana Wang Chen, who was one of the leading quants on the street after she left us and went to Wall Street, and now she's come back. And because she had moved out of New York City and there were residency issues and we couldn't resolve those, she has moved back into the city with her husband and her children and live across the highway in Battery Park City. So we're thrilled to have the prodigal daughter back, and she's been acting as sort of acting executive director, working very closely with Jason Rhee in the corner back there, who's our permanent staff, and coordinating me so that everything gets done. And so we're very much under control in terms of staffing, and looking forward to making all the appointments in March. So anyone have any other business before we adjourn? If not, could I get a motion in a second?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, any objection? Hearing none, we're adjourned. Thanks.